next.
It's a tough time to be a person from Mbizo, Mavemi, Masasa.
Wait. No.
Eh.
I feel like why are you busy?
Why Mbizo?
Why Mbizo?
Yeah.
Mbizo ndo iri kurwadza bro.
No.
Wakambona road yepa Mbizo apapo. Zvakaita.
That one inorwadza.
But listen, I feel like people that feel it the most, those who used to have nice roads, akazodakwa.
But my roads in Mbizo, they were nice.
They were okay.
They were okay.
Not perfect, but
you know
okay.
the Masasa road?
Yes.
New Town.
Yes.
It was amazing. It was nice. It was
very
okay.
nice. Yes,
The Vuma
yes,
road.
yes.
But when the Vuma road,
Yes.
yeah. It's just you can take an hour. Wanga chitu unogona ra hour kudi?
Kubva kuno kutauna ndini kuenda kuMbizo. Kana even mutauni macho unogona kuenda hour mutauni macho imomo.
Wakati kuMbizo wadibisa kusvika pa4 pamashosi ekutanga baba.
Wangu.
Imomo.
Unotakura chikafu ka lunchbox. Wanoita nzara.
It's a journey.
It's a journey. That decide ndoendere kana kuti.
Yeah, vanhu vemuro yava kanzuru please do something for us.
Because you're going to there's this other thing. Ugono umuna wekumasasa kana weku fish lima like my uptown honeys unotoona ne dust inonzi nemadhaka especially this rain season. Asisina difference yekuti uyu munhu akubva ona bozi
kujamba madish.
ewe but
you know this is I would like to term it a national disaster because it's not just confined to Kwekwe.
It's not confined.
If active on Twitter especially, if active on Twitter, you would realize that everyone is complaining in their area. Everyone is complaining. It's a national disaster.
But kuchikagwa akanaka one. Chichwidika.
not all of them.
Isn't it a new location? I don't know much about Kwekwe.
But still, it's nice. Like majority of the roads.
Oh, which roads? The dust ones.
Aye, what is going to akatumbo experience.
Chicago ndo kune dust manje. But isusu rekuchicago atina we need like my main road.
Exactly.
This is a main road.
Wona atechijamba madisho.
Wona ka izvezvi ndine dzoti rangu remota ka gaya ndine F30 rangu ka rofa zvimurodi.
There's 3 liters kutofamba naye nekuda kweningi dzenyu.
Problem ndoto mudaita need for speed. Famba shumene.
No, why would you my roads are isusu atistese tunokwanisa kutenga ma GD6 ma Raptor mudenga.
Well, I can't relate. Ndine Corolla so.
Whether you're a pedestrian, whether you commute, whether you're a driver,
but
everyone
me,
is feeling the pain.
Everyone is feeling.
Because imagine uri mota kuchu.
Besides that, imagine one day you be called for an interview in town and zonzi be here by 8 and chigaya manje wabva upa 10:30. Dara ndiyatozoti ndikabva na 7:30 but then in town ndotosvika in less than 30 minutes. Now wakufunga umuka na 5.
Yes.
Wobva usumuka na 6 wosvika mutown na 8.
But what's wrong? Like what you can how do roads get that bad?
Maintenance.
Lack of maintenance, but what is done in bed this year, it's the constant rains, the heavy rains. They've exposed our weak infrastructure.
So we need the council.
We're not prepared for such heavy rains.
That's my road really.
Sinozatanzi kuka kunaya mvura but kuke kunaya.
Ari kunaya.
Asimbonaya zvakadai.
Aisati.
Unonza kunaya mvura but kunaya.
Saka unoza chinochitika ndechekuti chifuti. Anoona pepe pamunoregedza kuvhara ma potholes. One pothole mota ikapinda mune mvura inoisa rimwe splash so. Splash rara rinokonzera impact. Inotanga kuvhura pothole. Rekuti pothole iroro rinozopedzera rarombe chingoramba
chingopedzera racho.
Virus ga
nokutaurira ka.
Virus
splash ro spread.
Runonoro umumu.
Yato virus.
Kamze iyo ukambona pazimasko.
But
we're laughing guys but it's not joking.
Right now tikabverana pa4 izvezvi une moto ndikafamba netsoka ndogona kutanga.
For sure.
Serious?
For sure.
For sure. Pazimasko papa pantomboda kuti utomboburuka.
Unozikama. Reckless driver.
Kula chit. Yeah, but cancel just
Baby
do something.
zvakatokubvunza kuti baby unondida here baby unogara kupi ndogara ku10 ubva ndondora uprove to you ndikuya
kuzogona mangwana but akasaona kuti unomuda nekusadaro
wakaenda pagate pepe utein waita virus mask utanzi
effort the effort
one baba
pa Valentine
ukasvika 2 pawiki ka uri murume ukasinogara munyuta mekutanga ukaita zvosvika 2 3 uri murume basi uchinomuona bhowa kudzoka mani ndaparadza pfuma
I know kuti city council will do something for us.
No, it will not.
Yeah,
there's some traction though.
Yeah.
There's some traction at a higher level.
They will
Because
do
like I
something.
said, if I active on Twitter, this is the hot topic on Twitter.
Yeah.
Everyone is asking and demanding, for answers.
Yeah.
So they've sort of like woken up. But
recently
a hotline.
ukangoona kune koya kwekwe imboripi timbobvomba timbopinza kobe
The thing with roads, hana basa kuti rani. We all use the same roads. Saka
just
trust me, they know. Because they use the same roads kana mabasa kwavo ikoko.
Yeah, they use the same roads.
Na wakanzuri kupinda murapya vangachitaura road ndimwe chete nemhonda fit tangofanana. Saka vanotomaziya ende zvinotoarwadza unotomuona waitoita undopa side nemota yake. Saka dondowari.
Muri pagarantii yekuti
I'm sure something is happening. In those big offices, something is happening.
Mr. Future akutemba name vanhu vekanzuru.
We're waiting on you.
Tikaona pasina action tichauya.
But kanzuru zvayo mukeke zvayo.
Yamuno. Yamuno yakaipa.
For someone who spend like the majority of his life in Harare, Harare is neglected, bro. I won't lie to you.
The Kwekwe one.
Harare inenge china chibaba. Harare everything that you can think of chiri bedika. Chwanwa Harare in the city. Muno they try.
Yeah, they try.
There's some sort of order.
Yeah, like last year, was it last year or last year but one? Pavaitomboita like the infrastructure, the buildings and stuff. Pakamboita the total shutdown yoku renovate some buildings.
Exactly.
They're quite serious.
Maybe with roads there's a hierarchy involved because the mandate of maintaining roads is not with city council.
Because find out
with Sinara.
Yeah.
So it is Sinara that releases funds to what? To city council. So that whole process might delay the progress.
Okay.
Otherwise, your normal rates are for water, sewer and stuff, but you don't pay for what?
For road.
For road maintenance. Road maintenance is for items like toll gates, your license, motor license, and that goes to Sinara. So now Sinara has to decide how much are we going to give to Kwekwe City Council. And sometimes that money is not released on what? On time.
All right.
So that, coordination
might take some time.
So one might think it is solely the responsibility of Kwekwe City Council, but
it's not.
It's a joint venture.
Because haisusu madhara edu achitotaura kuti fana muri kuchema marodza isitarwa 10 kilometers netsoka and it was okay.
Box ramagesi
2 years 3 years severoka mota kako shamwari opinzwa kaisi japu kako saka ndozakadai so hawangu
kanopera pasi pese kanopera pasi unengoshingirira rokuita kuikisa
kuti titokuona kuti imota yenyowani
tonozoona kuti
paneka maka kunocheka unochiita so pakudrivers
unoita seuchaisumudza wasvika mumasasa momboiti but it's amazing. At least the word is now out there. Welcome back to another episode of Gen Z. This is episode 8, and today I have people who are very, very special. No lie, these people, they're amazing. These are amazing souls. I'm pretty sure if you meet these people, they will tell you these are amazing people. Starting off with Uncle Ed in the house. How you doing, man?
I'm okay, bro. How's it?
You're doing great.
Yeah.
Long time.
Fine. Long for sure.
Muganza ka musikubatika. Mula mari zenyu mega.
Mufamba ne 3 liter wazia saka.
Varifamba ne Benz ka 3 liter.
Sika varikubatika matika kwese.
Varifamba ne Benz ka 3 liter waganza zvaipa. And we have another beautiful soul, a lady. Look at her smile, man. And she's looking she's looking she's looking amazing. Her smile is beautiful. Introduce yourself.
On today's episode, my name will be Big Man Temba.
Big Man Temba.
Temba.
Okay. Temba. Oh, Temba Gorimbo. Temba, okay. We have Temba in the house. She looks amazing. Her nails is... She looks like my type today. But anyways, we have another big man in the house. This one is Mr. Future. You can see the future in him.
Yeah.
You can definitely see the future, bro. Like, introduce yourself, man.
Okay, thanks, man. Future, of course, is not my actual real name, but you can use Future for now. Those who want to know my real name can, look for me after the interview.
Holy 10. You read the voice, bro. Like, it's masculine. Anyways, guys, how you doing?
Better than last time.
You're doing great. Sure. Life.
You're still navigating the new year.
New year.
Yes.
Any resolutions?
Of course they are.
They are.
Yes.
You can share some. Just a bit.
Obviously, for me, someone who's passionate about bodybuilding.
Okay.
So, of course, I would like to get better than I was last year.
Okay.
And of course, like she said, man, I'm a man, I need money.
Money. We need the guap. We need the guap. Yo,
Money.
Any resolutions? Mauda for money 4 liter. Mauda V8.
Man, open home wrapped.
Mauda wrapped.
Yeah,
Woo!
wrapped.
Big
Wrapped.
dreams there. Big
Yeah.
dreams there. Big dreams there. And Mrs. Temba.
Make money.
Make
I'm
money.
Not changing. Make money.
Okay.
Last year I had $1. This year I'm going to have 2.
You're gonna have 2. Okay. Why not make 10?
Yes. Baby steps.
After all, it's their love language, money.
Yeah, money.
Yes, love
Yeah,
language.
if you don't have money,
That is not.
It don't make sense.
it don't make sense. Especially kafranda wako kana ngashida mabucks ka.
Imagine.
Kana ngashida mabucks
Imagine.
wako maintain kafranda wako ne $2.
Imagine.
You gotta have big bucks on there. Into name nyano netsa manje. Unoza izvezvi ndona ndakaroka tuma earrings twangu chiche. Andinotombotaura nyaya yacho ndei. But akutongotanga kushedzera kuti gay.
Everyone was thinking about it.
Saka, okay, what are you saying? Saka, atifangu, all right, states. And like, guys, I want to talk on that one. It's culture, man.
Yeah.
In Isusu, I cannot say generation. Okay, generation and yedu Isusu. And we are not that much into culture yedu Isusu. You will probably find, Tikamisava 10, but you probably find 1 or 2.
We as Zimbabweans, do we have an identity?
Yeah,
because
we don't.
like if you notice a trend whereby, like, let's say it's Africa Day at school. African attire, but those are not originally from Zimbabwe.
They're not
Yeah,
ours.
you know,
Teta
I think
katumvika mazambia
I think
from
as
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwean,
Identity
we are
is
even
same as
proud
Zimbabweans.
to be maybe
Not
South
denial,
Africans.
but I don't think people are proud of it.
Yeah.
Because
We're
you
not
look at
proud of
like those,
ourselves.
you look at those history books and they would wear like animal skins and it. Though that's
And
like
then
our
Yeah,
those
I
are our
see.
outfits and it.
Okay.
But then we don't want
Yeah, you
that.
can't
We
prove
want
that.
the aesthetic things.
Yeah, you can't
We
prove
want
that.
the African attire.
Plus, it's also another thing. Cha trend. We are into that.
Yeah, tikaura on
Wakambona pakambopisa mango mazihembe ebhotega nemango maziguchi ane mazinyuchi. So we are all into that. So now my question is, why is it now ndikanzi ndapfeka my earrings angu I look clean, I look sharp, ndobva ndanzi is gay?
Generational gap.
Yeah.
Kuti uri kudhila nemunhu wekuti my earring chachitongori chinhu chinotongopfekwa nevasikana chete.
Chet.
Only and only that.
Okay.
And then you also got room face, full on manly man. Then you have my earring. Yeah. And then you have, and then they're like, this one is fruity. My way, mwanangu, my way, ndoda vazukuru kono tite. Because of the way they were raised. Even in when I said gay, and it wasn't kuti like the way they raised me. And it kuti urukura uchizwa kuti vasikana ndachakati, vakomana ndachakati. And it vasikana anopfeka jewelry. And it vakomana, the only thing that you're supposed to have on is a watch, ne ring, kana if you're married. If you're not,
Okay.
shit. Right? Is right now, like you have these grown people telling these kids. I used to this one time. Ndandaka trouser rangu right one. We're not getting into any of that, but trouser rangu right one. And then my little cousin goes like, ndakaudzwa na teacher vangu kuti zvoni vasikana anofamba vakadai so agay. Right? So you now have that also thing yekuti even dressing yako chai. If you dress a specific way uri musikana, shorty, trouser, uri kutonzi something is wrong. But sometimes when you feel all comfortable in outfit, you this is my style, this is what I like to wear. But because of the way they were raised, strictly mskana, dress, skate, nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, but what I think, unoziva kuti chii, in terms of zvinhu zvakaita sema earrings and stuff, mastuds sema jizz, zvinhu zvatinokwanisa kutopfeka takawanda, but unozoziva kuti padheni hazvidiwe, right? One. And you'd find out the reason why we wear these things is because we have seen them akapfekwa na someone somewhere, waona, like even like an artist handiti tikaona pangu maybe une artist anofarira Chris Brown, and then you'll be like, Chris Brown ndonakirwa naye, so let me wear this handiti, but hazvidiwe kunoku handi kuzviona, but you understand maybe the fashion kuti kana ndakadai ndendiri bow, even you feeling unongotofeel kuti kana ndakarwa scenery ndentori bow.
But like at the same time, I kind of understand like the millennials and all that, and it in the sense yekuti because of us slowly but surely, and we're like throwing away our traditions and culture and all that, right?
Yeah.
Because now getting married is not kuti, oh my goodness, like partners for life. It's just for the aesthetics of it. Kuti ndione makazondoona here pamchato wangu ndandine ear to ear 360 and my makeup was on point. That's like the thing. Izvezvi takaiteswa pamariro papa tinenziya 1 year mari kumariro yerufu yatoziva nandime mchida kungoimba vanana Cardi B and the likes. Because I can openly say, ndina hangu nziyo 1 year rufu yanoziva.
In my understanding is, I would say it's lack of exposure. For you to have a dressing a certain way, you immediately think that he or she, is not straight. Because if you're exposed enough, you would understand that earrings don't define, like I hard to find anything. LGBT. Because these comments are not just coming from the elderly. They are also coming from people within our age. First of all, you're not but because you know exposure and you know what suits you, you know your body. You know your body takes what is interesting. But sometimes you find out that's not fit. Because you know I want to look at gillies. Then someone with a million now inye exposure je
sana tiara ninga kamboenda kunana states ka vanenge vane exposure
kwandiri zvona because hasa vanakuru I would understand kuti no generational keeping ngamchitaura yapo awa handu wanzwisisa and but what if it's coming from a guy yanya exposure anokusati achitepingi mune murume zvanyora papo chitepingi afike kune munhu mona level racho mune murume anoruka musoro hazvibude nini saka kwandiri expose because really kana mari gay hazvioneki neningirikiti kuna vamwe vatori married waiziya vatori nevana vakomana futi bouncing baby boys but vanenge vari magay and you won't even know boys anopfeka kunge murume
and they must
you won't even know usually munoona vaya vanhu vanenge vari mabottom matop amfema the amongst us ndo chokwadi the tops you won't even recognize in public unless the bottom tells you that you see that guy, that's my man. I see. But in Angu, personally, I'm not homophobic. I'm not homophobic. I'm cool as long as you maintain your distance. It's your choice. It's not my choice. But the moment you become touchy, because if I let you, when you're doing touchy, if I let you bigger, ukufunga zenga kuti awabo ramba uchenderera unozomukiswa kavarairwa unalevoracho but your life, your choices are your mind because pakupera kwezuva richi unongori munhu akafana neni. There's nothing different about you. So kwandiri hangu nyaya lack of exposure.
But at first wandichitotanga kusama studs but then the fight
uzama kudiko iwewe maitari mwanangu vedowe
I feel like mdara wangu anenge akatombotsanya kuti nai mwana wangu mwari but as you saw kuti as time goes on you saw kuti but zvakatomfita mpano place it's something changa chisingashoreki zvasiyana nekuzoti but ukazondoona ndakuzoisa nails baboka then to add some. You said you're the youngins with the millennials at school you're not carrying our culture. I feel like those things to blame. I'm gonna put it on our parents.
I mean,
those guys they no longer teach us the culture and stuff. It's so modern. I have little bros and inina fana wangu ndotoshamisika kuti avarohwise muro Rwanda they are pampering those kids. They are pampering. I was so shocked to ndakabvunza mfana wangu kuti do you know Chiborani? Wanzi I once saw it in a book. in a book. You see, Munatwa grade 7.
Yeah.
They are not being given the life, the tough life. They are being too spoiled.
It's okay, my baby.
And I'm telling you, you're not raising a masculine child. Even if it's a man. As long as they have to have that life, you can go to, okay, besides good life, there's also part, and also it's not a flex as a parent kuti mwana wangu agonishona, please.
My way. Welcome to Zimbabwe.
I've seen a lot of parents wachiti no mwana wangu ataurishona and wana unaenda kumusha kuna na gogo.
Yeah.
Some of them, they are not even learned enough kuti hold my conversations in English. So let it be versatile. It's our mother language.
Yeah.
You see, you know, life can be hard sometimes. Life can be messy. Yeah. You know, you can even die as a parent. Wasiya mwana and acha no gara somewhere and agoni kusuka ma plates ari mkomana hagoni kuwaridza hembe hagoni kuwaridza mbeda wake, you see. And these are some of the things we should teach our child. You see, kuti life is not fair.
They pick and choose.
Those rich families, they end up junkies. Why? Because they cannot do anything for themselves,
especially drugs.
Since aberwa one is one mari amuzwaona hawachingoda roma about my streets, but those guys vanogadzira majunkie kupedzira afana vanenge vari spoiled baba ane bachane vasina aiziya. But I feel like, you know, someone needs to keep the legacy on and saka mfamsaka unotrainawo kana icompany ngazoti company kuite kuti unoemploy umwe munhu from outside kuti gaza maprofit yake izongodya maprofit kuti akabirwa azvibudi.
But sometimes the putting, like keeping family in the business though can be a bit problematic, right? Because there's also an issue with I have my own company and I'm like, you know what, Gati CH going to run in the family and all that, right? You have a situation where someone is going to take advantage. We're human, right? Of course. Am I to advantages affected? This is in the family. Now visa kapam 1.5. It's okay. The next thing you're broke. Company hapana, right?
I feel like when it
unlike
comes to
putting mumun, right? This is like my own opinion. Putting mumun and it misa contract shamar baiza jir itachakat, and obviously there's no chasungiza ama yako uningosho filoti this is blood
business.
But in this instance I'm referring like to your own child, the one that you gave birth to, of course.
Don't
know how life will turn out to be, but sometimes mwana wanya so mgroom wanya so trainer, I'm sure about moment wanozota kuti wakumuita hand over to those big responsibilities unonga kumutemba wega iwewe unota mfana sta simbo untomboramba kwamsango svikabo because sure, you know, mwana Krishano won't end up being a professional footballer. He might disappoint Krishano. Ayanga ne my ambitions that atambe bora kusinoita vana. But you know, thank God kana wakagara se akafara ma passion avo o align ayo abo ai papo zoti chako chiri safe
socialization.
Musaka nomupana ngatone nungo zvakasatomborisvika pakamba asada kudya mari pakamba kana iri mai aende uchi aende kumai ndiende kumshi andipinde musango asi mari kumai ndese
anoida entitlement.
And they have the same statement, work smart, not hard.
Yes.
So no work smart.
Kana ndishimopa, you know, there's no need for a bucket and water. Ndodira mvura. Ndongodai ndomanyisa mopenda mfine and I'm content.
But it's killing the next generation.
It is, but even if you try, could sometimes unozozve kuti mama di madai so antoona sengoruda kutomizidzana nawo saka urundudza kuti undzidzai ndorera mwana wangu sei nini ndakarera iwo wakabuda bowa uzamuita sei. So you end up wakutongoti you know, it's okay because the next thing you're going to cause a fight because you running kwachitoti so tandigonini ukuda undudzira you telling me how to raise my own child, you know, when you came out so fine and it's so
but parents they are becoming
you can't really do or say anything about it.
I don't go pay age baba. It depends. It depends. And sometimes vabereki zvavarika sometimes they realize their own mistakes and acknowledge, but also yachukuti sorry. Saka instead of coming to say sorry, should say sorry to the next generation, like the way I know so I raise her.
I would never
kuti ndakaita mistakes nero mwana mguta mwana urwa nechi but kwa mwana asata nini unoza kuna dzimwe nini kuti shama yachashanda matangira zvakaita. So sometimes I'm not like but I buy so and so. Tough love is necessary. We are minors. They cannot decide for themselves. Even I'm Timo's at the minors even akati ndanchida hazvikaundi
Minor.
they only thank you later in life
But vegona.
Hanzi you cannot teach an old dog new tricks. Saka unoziva kuti process inofanira ngoitika ndeyongoti pasocialization paipai vabereki ngavatry by all means ngoti mwana akure like zvinhu zvese zvamutaura zvekuti African culture zvese everything zvinofanira ngotangira pasocialization mwana achikura kudzidzisiwa shona iyoyo inonetsa kuchero kanodzidza kuprivate school waiziva shona iyoyo anofanira kutoti achisvika kumba chero achirwa vet achika kumba shona arutodzidziswa kuti kumusha kuna nagogo kune zvinhu zvakadai achimboendeswa kumusha socialization process
enda pepolitician kukampeina constituency yekunhrinzi kuzumba marambaaanose onzika uri kunhrinzi
you can say you owns a brochure maize cubs you can say that
hauine imagine you are dressing people waenda kubulawayo waenda kunhrinzi you cannot be using English all the time you wanna end up a presenter no you be limited and we are looking for someone who can speak fluently all three languages like the most common languages in Zimbabwe. There you are sitting there ungori munhu English chete
mwana akatokura achirohwa nemugoti neuyo anorohwa nemashoko
munhu akaberekwa netauro neari mupamba akakura mprema aibata nyaya zvo tauro
rinopedza nepke nepamba uchitukambode yakaipa but anyways guys we takakura tese we have been tese takapfuura nekuchikoro and stuff and takatanga tiri kuprimary tikabhaiza tikabuda futi tikaenda kuma-high school tikabuda futi some wakaenda kuma-colleges some went to universities and today I just want to talk about your high school experiences, what you guys experienced, like something that you think about tikangotaura kuti high school unotozviziva wega kuti ndaidaiwo so something whether educational something whether you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with Mr. Future aka Holy 10.
Speak on the truth.
Okay, in short I can say my high school experience was lit. I did enjoy my days in high school, but I was a controversial character, if I may say.
Okay.
Of course, I was that one guy wekuti maticha iti munhu anemskanzwa, but inini I never saw that side of me.
Okay.
Mrs.
Temba Gorimpo. Anything you might want to say when it comes to your high school experience, like something that you wanna share to us.
I think for my high school experience, it was a home away from home. I was away from home.
Okay.
And namuna around that and also Kandiro. What are they to 11? It was just like one of those things. And at that time, being 14, 15, 16 and all that, obvious kumbaru kuzoti, relationships. High school relationships were amazing for me. I don't know others, but for me, no pressure, no expectations. It was nice. I would go back for like a week, but not for because I used to get punished a lot. But we're not going to get into that.
But I feel like Chirokmano is makers.
Yes,
you talk a lot.
No, wait, whoa.
You definitely.
Wait a minute. This one time, I don't know about my noise makers, but I wasn't loud, and over that 49 tie, and it was a thing. You had to have your tie.
Where was your tie?
Okay.
I'm not buying that.
It's a lie, but let's just go with that. Okay, we're just going to go with that for now. Okay, that's what we're going to go with. And then headmaster came and he's like, Tairi, pichichi apa pama noise makers. So so I took it and then I can't pa window. But then knowing my father was like, arugare koko. And then the next thing, ndandatodzinga was school blocks.
Serious?
Yes, ndakatonogara so much shop. But I had a boyfriend at the time. So so it wasn't too bad. It was okay, and it wasn't too bad. I mean, I think the worst experience I can say was Pandakatanga Ushik. Form 1 was brutal, because Urgus endagashika pakat betem, third term do Pandaka endako. I transferred from another school and people were just like mean. Like, that was like, yes, like people thought I was there to steal their boyfriends. You know, everyone is trying to keep their amends, you know. So,
at Form 1.
At Form 1.
She was making waves already.
And I found out like on my birthday and I cried because what do you mean? What do you mean? People used to sing songs. Yeah. Chila, chando.
Aren't you like 12, 13?
But Shagara, my phone for Mirachi.
So that's
Wow.
But it's true. There was this Form 2 guy. Anyway, but yeah, I would go back just for a week though.
Thank you.
For a week. Okay. Not like, you know, just go into a club, go back
no
to my
exams,
club.
No homework.
No homework. You're just like, go a visit, yeah, because I went to a boarding school. Go a visit, yeah, you know, your club is cooking, you're wearing like clothes, you're not wearing like a uniform, you know. Then after that, Manero, there's like a gig and you're dancing and it's just. But quite the exam and reading and because I used to bunk lessons a lot. I didn't fail though. I made it out. I did good. It wasn't too bad, right? I did.
You did good.
I did good. So, however, when we were like, you can do behavior bad.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
But in the Pangovayo, there's a part. And the gang going down.
Yo.
No, I mean, like you have to. I was trying to balance, but I was failing, you know. But then I did okay. So
you did okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, it should count.
This one she's a vibe, man. Yeah. This one she's a vibe. Okay. Uncle Eddie.
Yes,
I just because you're a doctor, but it's
yeah. My high school experience, bro. It was a tough one, but it was a moment that I really enjoyed. Unozoti susu tichitanga kutosvika pa5 titotanga tiri Form 1. Etorwa naivhura hombe. Waiziya?
Yeah.
Tozoti kuti kuna tane nickname. Ndikaita ndichitosvika first week Form 1, first week. Waiziya tatatovhura hombe tatonzi taenda kuma ground kuma sports ndaenda kutopiwa zita ronzi Jalav. Waiziya? Tosvika ndonzi Jalav, you know, because ndegona izvezvi pamwe zvapera but I would say kuti ndikapiwa zita rakutari. Ndairi raima munhu wese kuti yo, waiziya?
Sasa zvazvigonere.
Izvezvi. Izvezvi zvakurema.
Rekatimbokupa 1.
Aiwa tiri pa Gen Z ndokuroka tizi. Yes, yeah, you know, like it was funny. But when zvataita manje kwa siku manje tainakira chino 1. Kwa kanakira chino 1. Daiti ndegona kumanipulate brain.
Alright.
Wandoziya. Andikona ndaiza kuti ngoye kuma ground.
Chalongo rikadiki ke.
Ndikadika anga short boss, anga short one, waziya. Saka ndegona kuti ngoye kuma grounds. Teta zvekuma grounds. Totogadzira level rekuma grounds. Tawe muklasi paishandwa. Paishandwa. Hadira but tasingati tatiri vanhu vangari intelligent but tatine focus. Waona manje. Saka akona zvezoitika manje.
Jala focus.
Focus wenayo. But yes, asibati. Then sina focus then siri panapa.
Kuda wanga siri panapa. But I feel like kuma Form 1 ako. You were that guy. Angasina basa nezvawa. Focus it wasn't in your vocabulary.
Yeah, tongoti aiwa. Tongoti taiziva zvatatavinga. Bozi taiziva situation yepa 10. Waiziva. Saka tinozoti amachembera kaota wafoira. Iwo chinyazonoti there's a point wototi muchembera wakambotengesa mota kuti anibhadharire fees. Zvinhu kuti zvinhu zvese zvibalance. Ona saka uchiona the struggle yesonongo chitongonoto I'm a 1. Andika. Saka plus ndaipona nekunamata ndonamata ese ndaenda kuchechi. Saka patazosvika pa tongoti Form 3 chinochoose ma classes kuti uenda kuma arts kuenda kupi. That situation manje it was a tough one because I didn't do so well. So kuti ndikaniswa kuma arts unoza unongoneka hope kuti udaita kana pilot udaita yawe ndatonotori makosa ida pilot kana doctor but zvasingaenderani saka takazo
what do you want to be when you grow up? Makura mune pilot
ndinofunga kuti tiri mudenga but I don't know one day ndichai driver
kana uchifamba ne3 liter why not?
Why not? I'm getting there, bro. Ndiri padhuze.
Because ungambofambe nebenz 3 liter. Uratidza kuti wanga une focus.
Ane focus. Kuna tikazoita sei? Tikazoti tikazopasa book 4. Zvainakidza. Kuna ndiri munhu wemadhisi, ndaidhisa. Class ndaidhisa. But ndasingakanganwe ndaenda kuscripture ini zvainakidza. Una
iwewe.
This my Jesus show my waves. Haziya. Taivhura hombe. But kuna taibalansisa. And then patakazoenda A level. A level yarwadza wangu. Hanoda kuvhara. A level ndikanzi ndidzokere kuchikoro kuenda A level handide.
Unojamuka.
Bozi kuna A level ndikaita sei ndikasvika papoint yekuti ndaitsanya every Monday. Ndikukuudza. Ndikatsanya every Monday to an extent yekuti panise saka kunozati ukatsanya every Monday unozosvika papoint yekuti chikafu nongosingachade kubaya nacho kufasha. Bozi teve pa set of ka private school waziya. Saka uza panenge pachiwa vana waziya. Saka vanenge vachiwa nema lunch box mamwe anenge ane waziya ma nice. Inini manje inini ndikatsanya ka. Ndainogara kukona kwangu ndotenga kutofocus nebhuku. Saka kwanza pakazotenga kubuda nyaya kuti mngomana hana chikafu kumana waziya. Zvaindirwadza waziya but it paid.
Alright boss, wataura zvetsinda zvinhu. But nini chero dai ndandine mari ka. I wouldn't buy your story man. Chero ndikada million nyaya yako andinaitenga. Because Jala. Okay, alright. What went wrong? Jala wandiri kutaura uri kumuziva. Jala.
Una tikazoti tapedza A level tikapasa. Tikaenda kuuniversity.
First yakashanda.
First anozoshanda Jala pakazoenda kuuniversity.
University home away from home, you know. You'll be exploring. You know. Saka waziya tonyatsoziva kuti but zvakahoma. Uku kana ukasazvikontrola ka unogona kusatodzoka uri mupenyu. Waziya. Saka ungodawo munhu anogona kuzvikontrola. Sezvandakaita. Ini
usati
ndakaita sei ndakukuudza tactic akapenga ndikakuita sei. Tactic akapenga manje ndekekuti iwe kana uri panzvimbo unoita zvepanzvimbo ipapo. But iwe haufaniri kubva nezvepanzvimbo ipapo kunozvirarama. Waziya. Because look now manje tatuwe mu real world. Ina ndichafanira kurarama zvendaita kuuniversity. It was a phase. Ikatodarika tikavhura hombe udza tikavhura ikoko but handifaniri kuramba njiuya kunoko nchivhura hombe. Ndandikaudzuka kunoko zvinhu zvandaiita zvezvi ndaipa holidays pama sim break nema holidays ndopataivhura hombe then motoziva kuti amukomana ari kudiko. Ona the scenario yekumabenouts and the lights chichini.
Jalaibaisa. And I feel like your mom, we have to give her props, man. If it wasn't for this guy's mom, put it.
I mean,
please tell us.
Mumzango kazunzwa sini.
We are very
ndikabhaiza but ukona yawe
afilter pipe
panopisa pacho panopisa
ndopane malikes shamwari.
Ukona zvakaitika ndezvekuti mumzango asipa 10 waziya ndobva tati toita sei kudaendwa kumaburnouts. Saka ndatora mota tikabaya kumaburnouts.
Momzi zvinhu izvi ndezve 2023 anti
2023 ndeza kudhara waziya. Saka kumaburnouts kuyakuya vakomana tinomboti 1212 and then ipo 1212 pakabhaizika asingachaona. Ndikazongoenda kuVIP yona ndikanodona kuVIP ndikamuka ndikazongoona nditori mumota waziya ndikarara ndiri pakati peroad tuna muromo wakatsemuka ndiri pai apa mota yakaita mayasi
ndopa
ndikapinda busy but I managed to struggle kuenda kunoisa mota padheni zvikapera ndikakavha.
Now you know.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
That's what happened. Now she knows. But ndezvakudhara. It's past.
But trip anyaya iyoyo futi. I feel like we all have our broke experiences. You feel like zvawakamboita uchinatsoziva kuti I'm broke and you did something stupid and ndotoziva kuti iwo nacho wese you are on this one ndiri kuziva iwewe
zvakawanda
and ukasataura dzandiri kuziva ndichakutaura.
Aiwa tingotaura mabasic.
What I just said.
Hakuna zvamufanira kuti tiri kuchikoro uku mari dzinenge dzichiuya waiziva. But iwe unozosvika papoint yekuti mari haisi kundikwanira dambofara waiziva. Wonyatsoona kuti I'm broke. Unenge ukapiwa mari inokwanirana newe, so iwe kuti ari unorarama kuchinzi nemuchemberi unorarama kana ndine $10. Andika mwanangu ndo mari yedu iri pano pa $3 ndechakati saka unoziona kuti mari iyoyo inosvika pakupera and then you become broke bra. And everyone is enjoying munhu wese ane mari ndiwe usina mari you are broke. Ndikasvika papoint rekuti ndikambotanga kusuka mota dzevanhu vevemuraini rategara waiziva kufashi zokutoti unozviya zikasinari ngokuti unongochombonyara mabhebhi kuti ndikaonekwa nemabhebhi achibuda apa achidai ndichisukana nemota idzi but ndaifanoti kunyara ndikakuisa pasaidi kati ndikandombosuka mota idzi ndite sei but madhisi unozoti anenge achibuda kuti wako yakuita seiko waiziva. So unozoona kuti panenge
pakaisatirikuti your broke experiences wakambovhura kawashi
haina kurivhura haina kuvhuriwa iyoyo tinongoti chimobile yanga isina kuvhurwa
mota yakasviba kunokuya
kana aiona sikafonerwe ndetoti mudhara tosuke rei zvonzi mufana wangu ndasuka ndoti mudhara pakaipa iyoyo iripo iyoyo aiziva totosuka mota.
But the funny fact is after you did that mari yacho yazongoperera kupi
ipapo macho.
What did you do with the money? Usatara zvine musoro ndozaura nombobvira shansa zvine musoro.
Unoza mari waiperera hakutaurike but yaiperera ikoko. Yaiperera ikoko.
Mr. Future. I feel like munazo futi.
Broke experience.
Pamwe munombobvira meta broke.
I can't really say much on that one. I can't really say much.
You've never been broke.
Like, I can't relate.
Okay, all right. Let's say this. Right now I'm working, but I started working. I graduated in 2021. That's when I started working. So ever since I've been managing my finances. Of course, there are certain times where you are low on funds. But what I do when I'm low on funds, I try to avoid being out there to save myself from the embarrassment. Because in the future, like myself, you guys know I drink, and so sometimes you're out there. Another stain type also no about kana black label. That's what I say. So when I know what I didn't simba steriki, andibatike pa. But I'm that guy who manages his funds. When you see me spending, know for sure kuti mari yanga katobhakitira zvo atikuita reckless spending. Tatobudana kuti ifana kutodzoka ikatozoko ine change tazokone change awa mwari wakanaka but tatobudana ikatoti irese kufana kupera nhasi manheru iyi ndiyaningi zvofana vhale kutoya ikatoisa paside kuti ikatoisa paside saka iwo wazoda kukaita zibhoketi remaruwa akadai kasofungo ndiri bhalanzi kana ndakanyura mari yakatoiswa paside kuti ine chinangwa ngaishande zvakainzi iiteka kwaiziya saka ini ndibve kana kuhigh school unongoziva kuti boys unongochinye madyebo zvino toda mari dzemamojusi toda mari chakadai
risiko
but I can't really say kuti I've been down zvekuti kwenyamuso unongosangana plan zvekuti untazaka unopinda umlando usomotengo kana kuta chicken and chips andisati andingamboda kunyemba guys akusi kuganza kana kuti bozoona umwe kana ane 1000 maaccount zvakadzama umwe kana ane waya andosaka chafunda munhu said boys uyai tine plan madi tinoita sei nhasi waona zvinosiyana maondero anosiyana plus it also comes down to responsibility. If you are someone who is still staying with your parents, 100 it's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Kana wagara wega 100 ndozoti haitokavhe kana rent saka una mari because kuda fiyo and une mwana unongoona because a man is a provider guys musanyemberani kana wapaipa paunonyenga munhu paipa kutoti ndozvigona waiziya kunonyenga munhu
apakunyenga ngodi mashoko chete
ndita zvacho aizvozvi akudhara ndo pepa vainyora mukomana vainyora ainzi chimubhuku ainzi chiko bhuku ramanyora form 100 richinyora id women ainzi chiko amira zvivakanesitara iroro
otobu
ndo paitanyora kunzi mukomana nesweg mukomana ari tom mukomana ari dark skin chichichi izvozvo chitop of the list imari and it becomes so easy kana pane mari so people wadi handi wakadai so pepe ndangokutengera ichi pepe ndadai so loves becomes enjoyable saka
cannot say
inini I think in short broke experience nenda kutogadzira nyaya sablazo wangu arapa ndakaramba achitaura
ava ndevechokwadi ava pasvese zvavataura vanyeba uyu amana mufesi wevra
saka ndisoja love zvishu watinoziva
vaitoimba 1.8 vatombora vairova mafreestyle zvekutorova
soja love vaivhura hombe batengomuda akadaro zvake
kutonzi jalave nyadzigairova mafreestyle kwajalave
saka handidi kunyeba mufesi wangu broke experience asana namboita zvimwe zvekuti ndosvika napa kuti unotokumbira vanhu mari topinda namucredit kana kuenda kuno those finance companies microfinance that gives loans on interest ichi I've never
Okay.
And akusi kuganza nokutenda mwari I just thank God sometimes in your financial discipline was like if you drink panenge level kuti unosvika america mukapend ke yepinitsika unosvika kufarisa so kuti utaka kupromisa vanhu zvinhu kuti utaka kuti yaunayo kuti totsvaga iyo
ende mari yakadhakwa mari
saka dzimwe dzenguva ndopanobva brokness yangu aishelwa rume ndopainobva ipapapa kamuka kunopfurikidza so spending but if you are disciplined enough you would know kuti zvanasatase taboo and it's okay to say no. People should learn to say no. Andina future wasimbiswa papa chibaba mulungu dai so tapakaipa mfesi wangu it will save you a lot. So
Mr. Man,
yes,
to you now. I feel like our number broke you.
I don't look broke sometimes but ish.
But last time you looked broke, man.
Yeah, wakani.
I was. The last episode.
I was. Maintenance weekend guess it man.
Like your main, like I could see my mainly in you. Like you were that broke man.
Chikomanata. Anyway.
Okay, sure.
I can say my experience. Hey, first of all, to the people watching home, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I used to, those like Zuma sleep jersey. Snenge stretchings, chakati, Mari kudiwa chakati, Levi, what, tracksuit, chichichi. So they were digitalized. Anga city like hard copy, soft copy. So I may or may not. I'm not going to, ndaka for Jerama amounts. Yes, because I needed to go somewhere. I'm not going to say where. I need to go somewhere. So when that thing came in, at that time I was using In Short, right?
Okay.
And I was like, I was like, manje. So now manje, the problem was with my parents, manje, what I mira tuye koko tori now. Right.
Wow.
Especially, it's like, mira tuye koko.
Penamba zao.
It's always, even, I was like, how am I going? But I went to my mom and was like, nice, or that I don't nyaza pachkoro, or like, msadaru changumpa.
And by my parents, the soft button, nigga.
Yes,
if
I go and I'm like, nice, noise, I was like, I'm sadaru can, and I got it, I'm sorry, I lied to you. I had to. I had to.
You had to lie.
It was a matter of life and death. I had to. But that's like the biggest thing that I did in terms of like I was really broke. It was sad.
Can I come in?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like our parents, they know. When you are scamming them, they actually know. But I don't go to Havana, otherwise, because they've been young before.
Yes. And there's nothing new you can do.
Of course, I don't say now tricks, but the trick is the trick and that but I don't know that so it has serious.
Thank you for knowing and not calling me out.
I want to see.
I feel like I think we have lied to ourselves. Chiti generation yemadhara, of course zvakasiyana kuti iwo a lot of people mavanokutara vava they lived kunana kumisha and stuff zvasiyana nesu isusu tinenge tichiti we are living in the modern life and it's a bit different. It's not even different. The blueprint to life, it's almost one and the same.
Yes,
it's almost one and the same. And tinogona kutonyebera mudhara utomuzara apa ndamuvhara but one day akazongoda kudza fair kuti ndakuvhara anotoziva kuti
Welcome to Mutatu Events Hub, the perfect place to bring people together. With a spacious setting ideal for birthdays, family gatherings, and special celebrations, every moment feels comfortable and memorable. Celebrate your special day at Mutatu Events Hub.
But anyways, guys, we all have like, let's say, in our relationships, personal relationship, maybe with your girlfriend, with your man.
What man?
I want a man.
What man? He's non-existent.
Wow.
Again, a second episode I'm here. Hey, anokudza kuti ari mu relationship nemi. Ari kunyeba.
Kids, here's your chance. She's single.
Yeah.
Tema
Packets.
nechina.
So vale ndinenge zvarungu pora.
I'll be making TikToks.
Oh shit.
Ndakara ndendripiko. Probably a bit at school.
Okay.
So obviously sichakutengera machocolates, don't worry. Chaita something.
But anyways,
Yeah.
My question was, you have those kind of red flags that you have, and in your that you see, pamunhu wako. I am a red flag, but you do find them attractive. Unotomaona achikunakidza, but are my red flags.
Yes.
Can we just quickly jump into that? Do you have any?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
And for me,
Yeah.
you know that aggressive kind of like kaka kakuda kunditonga kaka, right? So zvekuti you go out wearing something, it's like wanzi nani upfeke dress ruru, right?
Okay.
Like okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't like, because obviously, yeah, you can be like, right? But then the minute kaka kuda kunditi, it's like even when you're not, you're trying to talk over him, like trying to like, express your opinion and all that. Chimbunyara, and I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, daddy.
I feel like izvozvo zvinoda uchiziita uchizoti une zvigwapu nezvimarimari. Shamari uchiudzwa nemunhu auya asina kana churu padeni audzati wabuda nani, wabuda uchiendepi?
My guy, if only you knew. Listen, it's the way you do it.
But
right?
you know what? That's where most guys make a mistake. Ladies are not loyal to material things like money. Serious.
I beg to differ.
Loyalty is not given to such.
Okay.
Of course, she'll play along because she needs it. Sometimes she has a lifestyle that she has to
Maintain.
to keep up at.
Yeah.
So of course, she'll pretend as if she respects you. But on the side, there's another guy. She genuinely feels something. And that is not, attached to any
When I
material
told
stuff.
you, I dated someone and right? But when you also know that hapana, right? But then I was but I was in love once. Ini ndindaito phone and it ini ndindaito uruda tite nas and it trukwenda kupi, how much do we need, and ndichitonzo tota
Sure, you know minutes of finance and our minutes of payment chala voice. Achipedza achinakidza mwana. Kana mwana vibes.
It's all about the vibe. It's all about the vibe.
Vanhu chala. But time ndianenge afanda mavibes.
Kana mwana atora screenshot reshire front aka ndimi chibamusedza picture.
Sha unozati kamasvika papoint yekuti pane mufesi aita so baby rake handiti ndo revenue vamwe German handiti German vava vasina kana cent handika vasina kana chinhu but vamwe German vanenge tari zvavaita vaive nefinance vaiziva saka zvavaizoita manje vaitenga masini handiti wopa mukomana uyu asina kana chinhu unopa bhebhi sefriend achinoti beyochi omasina ndiwe friend yebhebhi apa mugermany uyauya ndiari kutosara chinakidza bhebhi apa hana kana chinhu waiziva but this one is supplying but asikuwana chi
It's
makesi
definitely
mangara
the
vanonzwa
vibes.
unzi mukadzi wembinga angachara nagadhi
wazi mukomana nesoft touch
And soft touch.
The vibes. Inini last year.
Women are wired different, guys. Moment you
Inini
understand.
last year. Ndakatenga vale.
Serious?
Last year ndakatenga vale. Asi ini ndakaudzwa kuti zvoni handiri kutaura zvaRNPA uchatengerwa vale neRNPA iye. And I was like, it's fine, I don't care. And
What
I
time is
got nothing
RNPA?
at that time. At that time, he was like, last year. Oh,
Mufasa.
Mufasa, right?
Okay.
So it was like that thing. You're joking with your man, and then he was just like, "Hey, and we laughed about it, right? Come Vale, we bought expensive perfume. We bought
on a silver platter.
Rakabva ratambira nemaoko yese.
Ndakaona ndinokusema But then, in the end, he just ended up going no more moon because
yeah, he can provide.
Especially
when you are a social media person, you're definitely gonna need someone who can place that lifestyle. Because you know what nasi weekend.
Arikupi.
Akafiki.
What are they doing?
Vale, si yolo wanopisa vanenge pisha
Vanenge
because everyone is takamira basi so of course due to that antoda mandasi anofinance.
Okay. And in the jatari ndo panowanikwa
wakati wabvunza nemari yamoda kuza padzimwe dzenguva zokuti totokisa somhangu nokudai so usikemesera hapana
pangori necash
tapepa msunzwa bo kudakisa munhu wako havasitaura vana boisipakada sewayo but zviriko
zvakazara. I have this another thing that I saw. They did an analysis last year, and actually last year in Zimbabwe, right? I'm talking about Zimbabwe. We had over 3,989 divorces last year, right? Married people, they got divorced. Any thoughts on that?
Nowadays it's not about the bond or connection or it's all about aesthetics. Mazondiona here. Did you see kuti ndandine 360? Did you see kuti pakabviswa mombe 16? And also the guy obvious anenge achidotonzi my way big man. So it's never about kuti oh my goodness we're in love. It's all about kuti social media should see me ndoda kukurira ningi wandakaona iye ndiyo wandoda kunyaso kunda because what do you mean ningi wandakambodzidza naye is avhisirwa mombe 16 inini so it's no longer about the whole and obviously mfesa anenge achitonzi chibaba
I don't think
wakabvisa 16 mombe
iwe I support you because inini hangu unoona senge especially hangu sadza mabhebi yonda idea yekupfeka majava ne photoshoot
Rura squad
stuff so mfesa yangu achiti nda ne 4 guda 5 guda yangu yakwanaka andotora mwana
atimanya
you guys are you compatible?
Do
your dreams align your visions? Are you passionate? Do you sympathize with each other? Don't let marriage ifambe boys. Commitment ke.
Commitment.
And pamweyo chiri mkomana wakakura uri mkumana ntambura and waneka pay slip, waneka salary. Watango ba mazvikuti abawa soda kubuda abawa unobuda every weekend. Anogara izvo ndiani chibaba. Matore chikwadi. Unopera mndena for every week, for every party every weekend. Ausoda ukura.
Yausati.
Uchiri kufunduka mani. Andikuzvona especially wangosina
apa mari yekuwana
kuti watetete munoti hashi baba ichakadzika baba ingarinyeurese
yakushaya
begrapo
mari yekuita wakura
wakupuwa matipu masinsini uchisekererwa saka marriage haizi yekuti wane mari yakakwana it used to be like a conscious decision kuti now I want to commit unotora mwana wewanhu nekusingaperi ende pamarriage futi ziya type yako because life is like a roller coaster one thing you have it all figured out the next thing baba kautone vision zvinhu zvakatika so kana une mwana akanakirwa nepast period yako kuti wangwari flash zvinhu kuti azoziva manje kuti life inotombera sei zvinombotinga mutombodzika kuti haazvinzwisisa anobaya haazvigariri saka find someone who can adjust the situations nini hangobva notarisa can she adjust because we are all worried as a man. I think women they have what they call a biological clock. Ours is a financial clock. So you misa using financial stability. And also so simple get fias wangambo dasi wangambo ntore mtu dasi. Because you cannot end up kuke primary ga. Uda kuitozo kuti mwana kwaenda uchiti pamusoro pe zvakaenda. Saka ndozvinota nobvanzwa kuda kuchikaso. So wakarora munhu manje asina brain. Mugarisike mbamachemo.
Ono marriage marriage yekuzvino yasiyana neyekudhara. Ikozvino vanhu hausina kamwe kake kuti ndofanira kuramba ndichishingirira musha wangu. Kuona kuti vanhu vakudhara vaitoziva kuti baba vanouya vakadhakwa ende baba vanouya vachivhura hombe but anoziva kuti
baba chitomuka magumbezi
akatomuka chototorerwa magumbezi akotonowachwa chotosvika sadza unzi baba sadza renyu iri voisirwa London but nowadays it's like akatodhiniwa akatoita mudhoni akatoita kamudhoni wani akutoti ngengo anobowa
anotobaya I feel like for everything to work panofanira kuenda pasi pemumwe
exactly
and the Bible is very clear on that.
clear kuti
But as a man foot, this is your partner.
Pana
It's your better
admit
half, and you have to listen to him. Hapana chakaipa kuti anzi pesa sele kuti anzi amani bonotswa madhamu. Akusi kupfusa kwa mumwe wako muplana mese.
Exactly.
And arikuza kuti mu account me 10,000 akango 20,000 uka explanation. Aiwa, that's been a coward.
Yeah.
Munogara pasi. Semu yamugara pasi mukisifa, munogara pasi ndora. Ndafunga kuda iso ndada iso. Of course ese mini pale panosomboro ma risk shots.
Ma risk shots ombotora ombono.
But blow wako. Ndiwo ndofana kumbasa mu respect wewe. Even my family members akazomufaka mu respect.
Yeah.
Plus vanano plus kuna chinoitika pa marriage pape. Vananosika ma validation from my friends. Of which my friend
anoita
kuti even mumba mako unoza kuti kunokunonzi yo uri mudeni oda kuti auna mumba mangu mune problem yakade unganotokuza kuti ausagara uda kugarira chi uda kugarira chi but kuna kuti if you don't seek validation from my friends, if you sit down in anatete, if you sit down in vanhu vakuru vanonyatsorizina vanokuza kuti mwanangu shingirira imba inde yako but iko zvino nowadays ukakatoya Tamara akaudzwa na Melissa kuti ano
he's a loser,
you can be a body but you can be a body manje anenge ane kamwana kake usiya mwana ari kuchema kumba uko mwana uya ndiwo vana vatari kutaura kuti vana kana socialization yakakwana and then
my friends futi vanofana wazakana wato married wo anotsi kuti ako forget your childhood friends or and stuff like that. But imagine you are having a friend, a relationship, a boyfriend, like but you have a whole set of responsibilities. Of course, during your dating phase, you would go out every weekend. But now maybe you are saving for your stand. That's what different. And sometimes you would say, we are not cooking, we're just going out to out for dinner. Sounds okay. You were just a guy and a girl. But this was my responsibility. So now you are that was combine a friend that actually dating phase. You are marriage. Of course, the lifestyle again doesn't get like it's a silly kufura. But you are 2 years, 3 years ago, and title did. Rimstamako.
And plus, I always tell these women, you know, when a man is down, don't judge. A man is a man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. Muruma nongo muka one day. It only takes one day.
Yeah.
Everything can change. So I'm not gonna judge this. A man is a man. Not lying. Mari vakatogadzira murume in that manner kuti you can fall. But when you rise,
but can I tell you something? Ladies, they have this gift from God. I would like to believe.
Analyze.
They can see potential.
They analyze potential.
Wake up kuya muda wake up kuya no fry pa yeah ndiye manajeri movie zetu pesa panozoputika mukadzi amusiya mukadzi asiya zveshuwa pakaipa life is African
potential yaimbovapo
vanoona vanhu vese sesifovanyasukana wapasa kuti munhu waana haizvozvika haana zungomwana putika.
As for the gents, this is for the gents. You, since trip at that topic, would you allow your wife to go to work? I've had a lot of conversations with these people, with a lot of people who are married, and some of them are like, I would allow, but I would not allow. So I just want your thoughts in that.
I think that why dates, to me it's big what thinking, because I believe good both the why date because I sent up basa utandasi I don't so film kwa basa but I believe good munhu achinotenga madomasi pamusika ngondonyengwa nababe pamusika ipapo. Wasiya gadembo yangu ndonyengwa na gadembo mfano wako yako holiday yangu ndoruwa maiguru anisiza so inini iwewe walist uchitsvaka munhu tsvaga munhu wanoziva kuti munhu wangu haafunduka hana kuzhanganira uona musikana anokosekera vakomana ka that's a red flag baba uri pama1 itiwo munhu wanoziva kuti wana wangu wazomuhwina ini ndichimpatation ndichimuda ndichiprovider wangu anekasana basa nemurume kumabasa zviriko takatozviona kuti timucorporate world zviriko zvezve ma-work relationships ariko andikunyepera chibaba handitodo kunyepera times dzachoka dzinodzi tsada kuenda kumbako vakunobhabhaisana zvavo so vakuenda kumatoilet vaiziya zviriko zvezve but akomana munhu wamuise chain ndochokwadi munhu haizimba kuti unongaise chain mufana kutongobhelieve kuti ndakaona arichi ari nani
kaya unenge wakatorora musikana anenge akatoenda kuuniversity atori nemadegrees ake
zvafana kuti andire musikana akaenda kuuniversity zvafana kuti andire musikana akaenda kuuniversity chakaenda kumauniversity zviri kuvezoti muri kundogara simisa nemukomana nemusikana ndasina pressure as long as uchipa mari yangu irienda kana basa nazvo you can even cohabitate it's okay so long as you're paying your rent. So to me it's backward thinking zvafana wanongoti it's a big deal kuti I want to marry a virgin but you have ever asked yourself kuti wewe pachako chibaba but kandenyakamira sei but of course hanzi shada anoti just don't marry what a famous
hure girls are hure
go to Gweru and look for
Gweru
go far but tiri panyayo futi recently we saw just before we close recently we saw kuti there's an essay on African casting. African casting. And inini personally
what does it go casting? My name is casting.
What are you talking about?
Okay, let me quickly jump into it. So there's this Han wiku South Africa. She allegedly I was being tricked into African casting. It's a company inoita nezvekurecorda nekupublisha pornography.
OnlyFans in Africa. Wow.
Yeah, OnlyFans it's a bit ish. One ndakada kudifferentiate between OnlyFans and ndakuita unge nini manje ndakuita unge ndirimunhu OnlyFans. But anyways, OnlyFans you can manage your account.
Really?
Personally, yeah. It's a personal account.
Just an
African casting. African casting it's a company.
It's like and it uploads on website.
It's a website. Yokutoti unotoenda voto actani scene and Mskana you didn't see that news.
No.
Mskana aiti kwanza was being tricked, is it? Yeah, something like that. So what are your thoughts on that?
Mskana
akanatoti
I'm sorry.
And the guy released a statement. Okay. And this one I'm a big fan of Shadaya.
Okay. Can I or you want to read first?
Let me just read first.
Okay.
So to Shadaya, he said no crime was committed by this man. Simply it's business. The guy who owns the African casting Chichi and stuff, the CEO of that, he paid money to sleep and record them. And they signed their contracts and took the money. The contract clearly stipulated the videos would be sold on the internet. This man is a businessman and the women are porn stars.
So right? She knew.
Iye pachake she knew, but kana akuzobuda public akuita unge munhu akaforce it. You see? Akuita unge munhu akambunyikidzwa. She was being abused. Yet she knew the terms because kana chiverenga contract you know they tell you everything. They even signed. So imimi mamsana mamboona nyayo.
Anyenda kaona like nditofollow chibaba ichi. Sorry, I'm active on Twitter. I like to know what's happening with the politics, football and stuff. But on this one, I'm sorry, my sister. Women in generally they like to play victim. They have that tendency
to play victim.
Kuti zvinhu zvakabuda kunze huku munhu ata senge musina kuirana. Angono tokuchinjira munhu makawirirana. Because in this instance, and this guy, what he does is he does fake interviews. Fake interviews. That's his line, like skill. He's trying to be unique, porn industry. Saka iye ndochi ndo skill ya ndo sera rake. Ekuita ma fake interviews. So during that interview, he'll be trying to interact with you and soften you, make you feel comfortable. Because for some, it's their first time being behind the camera, so you have to feel comfortable. So I waita ma fake interviews. So you want to be a model. Over years, I really need this job. Unfortunately, there's a long queue, which means maybe there'll be an opening after 6 months. But because you're desperate, you want the job ASAP. And he then goes on to say, but if you can do something for me, I can put you in front of the line. Like 2 weeks, there'll be a vacancy for you. Then over anything, I can do anything because I need this job. Over can you have sex with me? Over it's fine. Cool. So my understanding of this was what she agreed, but now she was saying the guy did for her in the sense that the way angakuita sex yacho like it was a bit like rough sex. Okay. But before, like I would like to appreciate it, before you go for the interview to a certain company, do your research. My videos are going to need unoziva kuti tapeke anofara sex yakaita sei. Saka kana wakapinda murume mzvairo kuti you're willing to do anything. Because he's doing it for money. Of course, as with normal sex, it's for money. Normal sex, it becomes boring. One weird and crazy fantasies out there. So I don't know how does it. Could I please? Why? Saka I knew. And you know what I'm for? Would you make throughout the legal route? You can actually make more than you made. Hey, but my nigga go for a brain. I know I'm so. One America to one. But they ain't get paid. Otherwise, Kwandira banana crime.
If there's a contract and she knew, you can't defend this one. There's like,
but stop being victims every time.
It's reputation, right? Right? Females are mostly judged like Zukuto in terms of so you're Uzama my way.
But what do you think is going to happen when you go behind the camera naked? Of course, it's going to be out there.
Yeah, what do you expect? So it's one of those things that you go, okay, fine, how can I salvage this? I can't do it my way. He did this to me. But there was a contract, and she signed, and she read, and she knew what it was. So then, my sister, I'm sorry. I cannot defend you on this one. I can do it. I'm complicated. Do you want to have sex with me? Yes, I want to have sex with you. Say, I'll publish the video online. It's okay. Here are the terms and conditions.
Kana musikana akaita like if you have sex ndikamusikana handiti obva nonoka kusvika kumba handiti obviously she will say vanhu vekumba vanotongoti let's report this one and then tototi warepwa
akatirapidza kubuda
unenge watopinda
in a white interpretation. You can have 6-9 hours so umuramba zvechiwaiwai 3 months on the line. I don't know kuzari zvarera nasingadi.
Exactly.
Uzototakwa kana watoshaye legal representation yakasimba.
Unofiramo.
That's how it is.
Unofiramo.
So kana makuramba kana zvine
makuvangwadza ma
zvine dignity.
Anyways, I feel like this topic we have to carry it on another episode. It's a long and broad topic, and today I feel like this is more of an educational episode. People we're learning.
I learned so much.
Yeah, we're learning, and I just want to thank Mr. Future here.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's very open-minded. Tadzidza. He's a very cool guy. Tadzidza. Mr. Mara, we saw the mature version of you today, not that sucker, not that bullshit you always put your last.
I was a lady today.
Yeah, maybe Mr. Future guy, you should be here more often. Because I've never seen you this civilized. Maybe it's because of the abs. It's
I'm wearing a dress. It's the dress.
Okay.
Mari vale yakatoweswa pasaiti yakatokwana
and Jalav. Yeah, it was an amazing episode. He shared his experiences, and hopefully the main reason why we are doing this is so that we learn.
Yes.
You know, after we have fun, there is also learning after that. If it's learning, then have fun. Because it's so I feel like if we have more of these learning episodes, I feel like you go far. And Tadzidza, and anything to say before we sign off?
Yeah, nothing much. I just say to guys out there, musafure hombe. Yeah.
Musafure hombe.
Musafure
hombe na Mr. Jalav. Yeah. Don't be like him. Miss Temba.
Be nice. Don't be nice. Stop trying to cyberbully.
Cyberbully?
Yes. Be nice. Very, very nice.
Mr. Future, anything?
Well, like you say, think before you act.
Okay.
So you won't play a victim or a foul in the future. Because some decisions, there are no second chances.
Yeah.
Once they're done, they're done. You cannot reverse. So think before you act.
Okay.
That's what I would like to say.
Oh, shout out. Ini nangu, before I sign out, in Rungonzi, Rungot Fambane Kuti, practice what you preach. Anyways, this is the last episode of Gen Z season 1, and we'll see you on season 2, and enjoy. Thank you guys.
The Gen Z podcast.